history paper. Queen Victoria. Have you ever heard of the Victorian era? It was a period of 63 years, which was during the reign of the British Queen Victoria. During her reign, much progress was made in communication, industry, technology, and human society. Despite of a difficult and sheltered childhood, Victoria was a tremendous queen. Albert was the absolute love of her life, and his death tragically sent her into a long, deep depression. However, she will always be remembered as one of Britain's most prominent monarchs. Before becoming queen, Victoria had to endure many obstacles. Alexandrina Victoria was born May 24th, 1819 at Kingston Palace. She lived an overly protective and sheltered childhood. Instead of attending school, she was privately tutored. When she was 13 years old, she received a dog who was named Dash, and she began writing daily in her journal. Rightfully, Victoria became queen in 1937 at the young age of 18. She was the first monarch to live in Buckingham Palace. Since Victoria was queen, she proposed to Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg of Germany. In October of 1839, they were married on February 10, 1840. Victoria started the tradition of brides wearing white dresses to their wedding. Having Albert by her side to help serve the country made Victoria very happy. Victoria loved Albert deeply, and they had a wonderful life together. They had 9 children, 5 of which were girls and 4 were boys. Albert was responsible for introducing the German tradition of having decorated tree inside the home during Christmas. One of their greatest accomplishments was the Great Expedition, where new industries and technologies from around the world were highlighted. After 21 years of marriage, Prince Albert tragically died of typhoid fever in December 1861. Sorrowfully, Queen Victoria mourned Albert's death wearing black and not going out in public for over 15 years. Gaining the title of Empress of India in 1876 pleased Victoria greatly. She died in 1901 at the age of 85. Queen Victoria reigned a total of 63 years. Becoming queen at a very young age, Victoria overcame many hardships in her life, which made her one of the greatest monarchs in British history. She and Albert had a wonderful marriage together, and she gravely mourned his death. Up until 2015, Victoria was the longest-reigning British monarch. Since many of her children married into royalty from other European countries, Victoria became known as the grandmother of Europe. At the time of her death, she had over 35 great-grandchildren. Amazingly, the Victorian era saw the United Kingdom become a world power, which is why Victoria will always be known as one of Britain's greatest monarchs.